Hi guys, welcome back to Authentic Worth Publishing. I do hope you're all well. We are bringing worth back into you through storytelling and book writing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my latest book, The Power of a Forward-Thinking Mindset. And we're going to go on to chapter 5, which is called Internal Discipline. Chapter 5, page 102 says, no matter who you are, whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, there is no way you can avoid problems coming into your life. There will be loud and silent struggles at the same time. Loud struggles of losing a loved one, and silent struggles of feeling lonely with no one around. Either way, they both scream in different ways. As each day goes by, I am learning about the power of struggling and persevering through it. This eventually helps me to control my inner thoughts and how I relate to others. Before, I used to see every struggle as a problem that couldn't be resolved, simply because my mindset was one-sided. I never broke out of myself to think of the bigger picture and ask what my struggle was teaching me. I know in this generation that we're in right now, it's very easy to be accustomed to the way you feel. When you wake up in the morning, you have countless thoughts coming into your mind. You don't even know where to start. And you start thinking to yourself, how much can I handle? How much can I take? But this book is here to remind you that internal discipline is very important for your mental state and being able to have a more successful life. Internal discipline is a gift that you have to utilize on a daily basis. Apostle Paul reminds us that our internal struggles aren't meant to destroy us, but we destroy them by the power of prayer and being humble. Now, prayer and humility are very attractive because internal discipline depends on those attributes. When you pray, you are disciplining your own feelings and your thoughts and the way you operate. When you're humble, it attracts the blessings. On my personal YouTube page, I spoke about humility, winning, and humility being an attribute to your confidence and self-esteem. It says that the more humble you are, the higher God will take you. When you are good at a specific project, subconsciously, you boast and eventually start affecting other people around you, which turns people away. As I mentioned before, there's silent humility and there's pompous humility. When you know you're doing well, don't let it become arrogance. Humble yourself so that people can relate to you on the level that you're in, and discipline your thoughts. Yes, it's easy to be succumbed to, I've made it, look at me, I'm successful, I've got everything my way. But you need to realize that if you keep having that character, people will eventually turn away because not everybody is going to be in your position. And when you are in a higher position, it takes a lot of humility to stay there. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of discipline to stay up there. As mentioned in chapter 2 of The Power of a Forward-Thinking Mindset, not a lot of people can relate to someone that hasn't been through a specific struggle. So internal discipline is birthed from pain. But when people cannot relate to what you've been through, how can they be inspired? How can they be encouraged? Sometimes our pride is so big that we can't even see other people's pain around us. It can be difficult trying to get someone to understand your pain if they are still in the healing process of recovery. So even if you're still in the healing process of recovery, you want people to understand that they are not alone, that they also can heal as you heal with them. Even if you're healing individually, you can also heal collectively with people. Everyone you meet is going through their own struggle. Some will cover it up with a smile. Others may cover it up by socializing every other night. No matter what, we are all going through something, and there's no shame in saying that. This book is going to change your mindset. As long as you invest in it and you know what internal discipline is, it's okay to say that I'm not okay. It's okay to not have everything together. Our struggles will bring out the best in us if we allow it to heal us from within. Internal discipline is about healing within. It's about knowing who you are, identifying your strengths and your weaknesses, and not feeling the need to cover them up. We want to cover up our flaws. We want to cover up our weaknesses. If you don't have a job right now, don't be ashamed of it. If you're not financially stable right now, don't be ashamed of it. Don't put pressure on yourself because of society's standards or because of the way other people are looking. When you're in the will of God, you will never be behind. There are many people right now who are rushing because we're living in an instant gratified world. We want things easy and we don't want to go through the process. You have to entertain the season that you're in because there's something about your season right now that is teaching you something for you to learn. You don't just end up thinking, oh, life is going to be easy for me. That's why internal discipline takes discipline. It takes a lot of time for you to come out of your own mindset. Then it says here that the psalmist instructs us to let go of our concerns and be silent. How beautiful is that? Page 105. We have to learn how to be silent in the seasons of discipline, in the season of working on your mental state, in the seasons of working on your emotional state. Then it says it is the discipline to sit still while it's going through pain. This is not to say that you're going to be lazy, oh, I'm just going to sit down and watch TV. We also have to do our part as well. Why should our silent struggles make us hide away and fight without applying wisdom? When you don't apply wisdom to your fight, you tend to expose your vulnerabilities to people who can take advantage of you. And I do believe that it's not every single thing that you go through that needs to be spoken of. There are some things that you can keep with yourself and work on it internally. Every silent struggle is going to come to an end, and what has been kept hidden will bring long-lasting healing. The one thing that you must give it is time. Time is a healer. Time is internal discipline, because it gives you the opportunity to work on yourself day by day. You're not going to be healed in one day, just like Rome wasn't built in a day. This book is a must read for those who really want to improve their life going forwards, to have a more fruitful and meaningful life, and to understand the purpose as to why that they're here. Sometimes we wake up, we go to work, we come back, we're not fulfilled because we're not disciplining ourselves. We're not taking the time to really understand what it means to have internal discipline, to work on our being, to work on our flaws, to work on our anxieties. We give too much power to our pain and we wonder why we're still in the same position. But this book is to remind you that no matter what you go through, do not look back. Your best days are ahead of you. So for more information on where you can get a copy of my book, visit the website on www.authenticworth.com/books. I will also link the information in the description bar as well. Chapter 6, we're going to be talking about journeying with the enemy. Don't miss it. Make sure you get the book so that we can go through chapter 6 together. Make sure that you subscribe and click the notifications bell as well. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.